NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 2ด์touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
They fake the give. Newton out to his left.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
20.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times these players, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 17,
Newton swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Nico Collins,
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
and the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson.
And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Powell.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there. That's it.
Play action. It's Newton. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Newton. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. First and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Off play action. Newton rolling to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Newton takes it himself. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is. Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed. Hand off left side, Pierce. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly. And rode him right out of bounds. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
8.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave it with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line. Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10.
From the gun.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Another throw for Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Howell.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 46 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Houston. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football,
be safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First down, Howell to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it.
Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again on second down. Howell, throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one on Brian. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here's Howell.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
2nd down, Howell now.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Off to Thomas on the left side.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas
from 21 yards away.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Newton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. It brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down. Howell back to pass. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? Let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's put the ball downfield as well.
Sly able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5 now. Newton got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll go down at the 28. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go again with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pierce now up the middle. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll take this one down near the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's Howell. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Powell to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
Gets this to Gibson, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here you go.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Texans, it's an important